Hello! So this is my first video I'm ever taking. I don't even know if I'm gonna post it because I'm such a weirdo, but this is Amanda. I'm gonna be doing her hair and kind of like going through what I'm doing and then maybe start a YouTube channel, I don't know. So let's see. Ooh. So here's her hair now, and this is fading out from a previous color we did. But I think that today we're gonna add in some purple at the top and some pink. Where's the inspiration? Let's show everyone.
Oh yeah.
This, ooh, let's see. Here it is. So we're gonna use this as inspiration and do some pink and purple at the top of her hair, and then fade into some of the more dusty purple and green, and I'll kind of take some video along the way. Okay, so we're gonna lighten her roots first since they're black right now, and what I'm using is Blondor. It's Blondor. And I'm using 40 volume because we're going to be using Olaplex with it, which will bump it down to 30. And I want to get as much of the black out as possible so we have a lot of opportunity to add more colors. Okay, so I've applied the lightener to the top part of her hair. Some crazy things are happening, as you can see. And we're just gonna wait for it to process a little longer and try and get more of that dark color out, and then go from there. Okay, so we've been waiting a little while. We started watching a movie, Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog, and we pulled through the ends. I'm just gonna leave that on. I just did that, and I'm gonna leave it on for a couple minutes, and then we'll rinse all of it, and I'll be back with the results of that. Okay, so we've rinsed out the lightener, and right now we have Olaplex Step 2 going on to help repair any damage. With some really beautiful color right now. Colors, I should say. So we're gonna leave this sit for a couple minutes and then wash and rough dry. So we've washed Amanda's hair out, and this is what we ended up with. Beautiful orangey roots into green, into pink, to yellow. And so we're gonna work with this, and again, here's our inspiration photo. It's got some like kind of magenta, orchidy pinks and purples and green. So we're gonna, since this root color is about level 7, I think we should be able to cover it using Pravana Purple and Wild Orchid. I'll show you what I mixed. So for the kind of pinky purple, well, okay, I didn't know if you know this, but if you open these Pravana boxes, on the inside it gives you a little guide of what levels their colors can cover. And as you can see, the violet, here, let me put this down. So violet, orange, magenta, red, wild orchid can all cover 7. So those would all be good colors to use on her roots. And here's the colors I mixed for this. And this one is mostly magenta, Pravana magenta with a little wild orchid. This one is Pravana wild orchid with a little red. And then this one's Pravana purple, just straight. This one is this Pulp Riot Nightfall and Powder, and then at the end here we have the Pulp Riot Aquatic just on its own. And we're gonna use these colors in this beautiful hair. So here we go. Okay, so I'm starting to apply the colors, and I figured this is worth mentioning. As I'm putting on the mixture of the powder and nightfall, you can see that there's some blonde peeking through there. That's how I know it's not going to totally grab onto this middle section. So I'm going to add more nightfall to darken it so that it doesn't show through. Like sometimes when you want more of a pastel-y look, that's what you want to see, but in this case I want pretty good coverage, so we're just going to add a little more nightfall there. Okay, so here's the start of our color, and I just want to show you some of the pieces I'm doing that kind of violet into magenta and pink, and then some pieces I'm doing more of the brighter pink so that when we wash it out, this will lay over some of the dark and create some dimension at the top, and add those brighter pieces like in the picture. I know it's hard to see on my iPhone quality, but you can at least get an idea. And it's okay if you're like painting them together and mashing that, because that's just going to give you more colors in there and dimension. And some pieces I'm doing darker with more of the blue, and some pieces I'm doing lighter with more of the bright pink, but all kind of in the same sort of color melt. And then you want to make sure that you're really rubbing the colors together to create more faded lines, so that there's not just like chunks of color happening. Okay, so we've applied all of the color, and this is what it looks like right now. You can see in certain areas I've highlighted some of the pink a little higher to make that stand out and give it dimension, and then some like blue and purple into the green on the ends here. And I've just kind of judged based on what was previously there and what would look nice after we wash it all, but I wanted to keep it looking organic too. So this is what's happening. Yay! Are you excited, Amanda?
Oh my god, I'm so stoked!
Yeah! So here's our final product. Go ahead and, yeah. Beauty.